Welcome to episode 346 of the official Gamestitch Podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and today I'm joined by producer Gerald.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
We'll leave the snarky jokes out of the way. Dan actually had something important to take care of today that he couldn't miss, and so you climbed through the glass and you took over his seat.
Yep, drove down to the headquarters and decided to go on the other side, took Dan's desk up.
Yeah, we call it the HQ.
Keeping his chair warm for him.
The GSHQ is what we call it. Yeah, so no Dan. We're gonna run this today. We're gonna do whatever we want, and I hope all is well with what he's going with and doing with, and he should be back next week as far as we know.
You'll be missed, Dan.
So we've got full reign to do whatever we want. I will let everybody know up front. It's a light news week.
Nothing really happened this week.
Yeah, so don't be alarmed if we chat too long up front because there's not much on the back end. A couple of quick announcements. The first one, I am off of work next week.
Congratulations.
Nothing to do with anybody on the show, but I'm super excited.
It's always nice to be off.
Yeah, I don't have anything planned. I'm always having to do crap around the house or working late, so I really plan to do nothing or as little as possible the week that you're listening to this. So hopefully it should be a lot of games being played, and I've been playing. I've really gotten into some VR again. So I'm loving that. We've been playing a lot of Firewall still. I know we talked about it last week, but still playing a lot of Firewall 2 or 3 nights a week. I think this week we were in Firewall. I really like that game. They really got to get their server issues straightened out, and they really got to get their matchmaking situated.
Yeah, I need to get back into that with you guys.
Yeah, we desperately need 4 people because what happens is it's been most nights it's been Howard and myself, and then we have just 2 randos. But right now it's double XP and it's a free weekend to play. So there's a lot of noobs to kill, and I'm into that. So we appear to be better than we actually are. One night we got Pat-Man in there, so we did have 3, but we're yet to have a full squad since we've been playing again. I did go ahead and pick up the Operation Dark Web, which is like their battle pass. $9.99. It comes with 2 operators, and then you of course can unlock all the skins and everything as you work your way along the 8-week pass deal. So hopefully that'll keep. I kind of bought it to keep me invested in playing because I hate to spend money on a game.
Yeah. So far the battle pass thing has worked out for you.
Yeah. So there doesn't appear to be a way to like earn the next battle pass like you can in Rocket League or Fortnite. I haven't seen anything like that. But the contractors they sell after the fact are basically $4 a piece. So that's $8 of your battle pass right there. And people that play that game are upset that I'm calling it a battle pass because they don't call it that. I think it's like an operation. But then there's a free tier where you can unlock weapons or skins or whatever, trinkets, and then there's a premium tier and then there's a bonus tier each week. So basically you can unlock 3 items a week, but you can only get the premium and the bonus if you have the paid operation. Mm-hmm. So I completed week 1 totally. I got a set of camo. 2 sets of camo and a gun, and then I'm working my way through week 2. They're actually on week 3 in real time, but they do let you go back and complete the weeks once you miss them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I have the potential to go all the way through. Some of them are harder than others. Some of those missions I probably won't be able to do. But either way, it's been a fun time. And the other thing it's done is really get me back into VR hard. So my plan, I have roughly 9 days off without work. My plan is to complete 7 VR games in 9 days. Ooh. That's my plan. So, but I've completed 2 already.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, so one of these may not count because I finished it last week. So it probably doesn't count. But one of them I finished yesterday, which was officially my first day off. So I completed Blood and Truth. I was really close to the end whenever my power went out and it made me start that mission over. Mm-hmm. And I was frustrated that I had to play the whole thing over. Not because it wasn't fun, but because the power going out is a stupid reason to have to play it over.
Right.
But I did play back through it and finished all of it. I enjoyed that game a lot. It's not the best VR game I've ever played. It's good though. It's enjoyable all the way through. The story's done. It's well done. I liked it. Some of the other experiences feel a little more like they have a little more love put into them. Mm-hmm. That feels like someone set out to make a really good VR game, and they did. But it's not I don't know, some of the VR experience, like Moss is something to me where it feels, you can feel the love of the people who put hours and hours into making that game. It's just got a feel about it.
Yeah, I can't wait to play it.
But yeah, play Blood and Truth. I'm gonna bring that to you this week, so maybe you'll have some thoughts on it soon. And then I also played. I completed that last weekend. So then I decided. At first, I was like, I'm gonna beat 9 games in 9 days, and I was like, that sounds like I'm setting myself up to fail. Because I've got a huge backlog for VR games, and for those that haven't played PSVR, most games are like 2 to 3 hours. So what I'm committing to here is not that crazy. But I decided to do 7 games because it's more manageable. So yesterday I decided to kick it off, and I played 2 games yesterday. I completed one of them. The one I completed was A Fisherman's Tale. And it's a kind of puzzle platformer. I really, really enjoyed it. It's really trippy, and it's really neat. It probably took me a little over two and a half hours to beat, and I really enjoyed it. There was a brief moment where I thought I was going to go for the platinum. I do think it's a very easy platinum, but that's not this week's mission. This week's mission is not to secure platinums. It's to complete VR games and work through that back catalog. So in the interest of time, I decided to stop chasing the platinum, turn the game off, and start a new game.
Yeah, that game looks interesting.
It's really cool. So you're a puppet, but where it gets crazy is that you're a puppet and you have a model of yourself in the room. So you can see everything one-to-one. Then you realize that there is also it's like infinite models, so you can take the roof off the model house, and the roof comes off your house, and there's a bigger version of you. And you have to use those different perspectives to get the objects you need to solve the puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
It's really neat, and it's probably only like a 20-30 minute game if you play all the way through. Maybe not even that long. What takes long is figuring out the different perspectives and how to do what, and different stuff on there. And I won't go into how all that works because figuring it out is what's really cool. But I enjoyed that. I think I picked it up on sale for like $2 or $3. So I really enjoyed it. Then I jumped in Torn, Torn. So Torn is a game I picked up a while ago. I was very excited about, and I think I paid $9.99 for Torn. And I will tell you right from the very beginning, I did not feel good about Torn. As soon as it started, I was concerned. So the first and most jarring issue with Torn is it wants me to play standing up. And standing up is fine, but Torn is kind of a walking simulator. And it feels like I think it was $40 when it came out, so it feels like a game that they want you to be playing for a while. And a lot of times you're doing absolutely nothing. So to be on your feet for 5 or 6 hours is not really accomplishing anything. And then also the movement. Most VR stuff you teleport in, so you'll pick a spot and you put your little cursor there and it jumps you straight there.
Mm-hmm.
This does that, but you can only jump like 2 feet in front of you. The opening scene, you walk down this hill. It probably took me like 4 minutes to walk down the hill. And there's no audio, like nothing's happening, no dialogue, no nothing. You're just clicking the button as fast as you can. There's 3 different types of movements. There's blink, which is your normal movement where you teleport. There's dash, which is it doesn't blink. The screen doesn't go black as it moves you. It just moves you really quick. And then there's walking, where you basically walk in real time. That's usually what makes people sick. When you're standing still but your character walks, that's usually when people get a little pukey. I did try all 3. Walking, the movement speed on walking is a little bit faster. Dash is to me the most jarring, where it just warps you really fast without blinking. But I am using the blink just for comfort purposes. But I've got mixed feelings about that game. For the first probably hour that I played it, I thought it was garbage. I just want to finish it because I paid $10 for it. But as time went on, I think it was growing on me a little bit, but it's not great for sure. It's not as good as Fisherman's Tale yet. And I don't think it will be.
It looks interesting. I'm watching the video right now.
Yeah. They sold me on the look of it and the idea behind it. it's a little creepy. It's got a little creepy vibe. I've had major issues out of it. It's crashed on me. It freezes totally up on me and then takes 5 or 6 seconds before it fixes itself. It's not been a smooth process playing that game. The story I don't care about. It's going some places. I'm not invested in it yet. But you do have the ability to like grab a hold of anything in that mansion, and you can trash a room, and I do think that's fun. I mean, you can pull everything off of every shelf, flip over all the chairs, all the couches.
Yeah, I seen a video they were showing that like flipping over a table and
yeah,
and there's like a ship in the middle.
Yeah, you could like grab a table and just throw it all the way across the room into a shelf and knock everything off. I do think that part is amusing. Now,
what about I saw in the video there's like a hand. Does the hands annoy you when you see that?
No, the hands are fine because you do a lot of grabbing and moving.
Okay.
In that Fisherman's Tale also has the hands. That's all fine. You have like an anti-gravity wand thing in Torn, which is how you're picking everything up and moving stuff around. It's a puzzle game, so it's a walking simulator puzzle game. Mm-hmm. You're having to move stuff, line stuff up, and you're in the home of someone who is clearly an inventor, and which is how you get the gravity thing, and you're basically trying to solve puzzles along the way. It was fine. I don't suggest anyone go buy that game until I finish it and give you more back. But right now, I wouldn't spend that money on the two or on that one. I did like Fisherman's Tale a lot.
Yeah, so. I wouldn't mind playing both. I know that the Torn is that the little strobe light thing. Is that pretty much tell you where you need to go?
So yes, kinda. That is kind of your hint system. That is the gentleman who lived in the abandoned mansion.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I would assume his consciousness is the way it's explained. And you're collecting these little orbs, which are his memories.
Okay, so did you ever play Everybody's Gone to the Rapture?
No, I started it or watched a video on it or something, but I didn't actually play it. I'm familiar with the idea, though.
Yeah, with that little orb thing, that kind of reminded me of that game.
It's got a vibe like that. I just don't think the gameplay part is well done. Not yet, at least. It's walk into a room, rip everything off the shelf looking for orbs, and then solve a puzzle, and then go to the next room. And they stitch those together with trips to see the orb where he's like, oh, I remember my wife, I remember this, I remember that, I remember vacation home. So it's a lot of that. You've yawned. They don't know this. You've yawned like 27 times since we started.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning to go to work. I just got off like an hour ago.
And now it's got me yawning.
Sorry about that.
but yeah, I'm gonna complete Torn just because I've got to assume I'm at least halfway through it. Mm-hmm. So hopefully I'll complete it today. That'll be game number 2. So I'll give myself a nice head start for this challenge.
So now, if you look at the company the publisher was Chadburr Networks. They've only done 2 games, Torn and then another game called Final Earth. So maybe one of the first 2 games, is it bad? Not bad?
I guess if you think about it in that perspective, it's pretty good. It feels like a game, though, that someone's like, oh, VR is going to be hot. Let's jump in. It's
their first game.
Let's do VR. You know, that's how it feels. If this was a game that was not in VR, I don't think anyone would care.
Okay, so this is based off of Torn City, a game from 2004 that they did.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would care if this was like, that's probably proof right there. I've never heard of Torn City. But it's okay. Like it's not worth the money that it initially was, because I think that game came out at like $24 or $29 or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it's fine. You know, maybe it'll get better as time goes on. I am going to finish it. I don't know what I'm going to next. I will tell everyone listening or anyone that cares, I have more than enough VR games to not have to buy one to do this challenge. So I won't be spending a ton of money this week or anything like that. But I'm going to play through 7 games if I can. That's what I'm challenging myself to do in VR. And I look forward to it. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited to let you for you to finally be able to get some games in.
I know.
Besides playing the same 2 games every day.
I still love the same 2 games. There is every time I get in VR, though, I fall in love with it all over again. So playing Firewall was a nice gateway to pull me back into everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to continue to play Firewall, but I also want to jump in these other ones and kind of keep going with it. I do have some thoughts in where I might go next, but I'm not positive yet. There's a couple that I know are going to be much more of a time investment than others. So I may knock out a couple quick ones. I have some that I've already started that I didn't finish that I may go back to, just to get to some completes in there. But there's a few that I want to play for sure. I also picked up the Dark Pictures anthology, Man of Medan, which is the Supermassive's next game, the follow up to Until Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
I did pick it up. It was $30. I'm excited to play it. Now I've read some impressions. I've not read anything about the game itself, but I read some impressions that say if you have a friend that has the game and you can play start to finish with them, it is amazing. But if you play it solo, it's maybe not as amazing as Until Dawn. So it does seem like maybe it was built to be as a multiplayer experience. So we'll see on that one. My plan was to play it this week. Initially, Dan and I had talked about both getting it, but Dan picked up a Switch.
Oh, man,
so
we're
I'll
going to miss out on it.
Yeah, I'll steal a little bit of his thunder, but he did buy a Switch, so I don't know that he'll be getting it. He bought the Switch. He did buy the OG Switch, red and blue, and then he picked up Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Oh, so he didn't get the new Switch?
Yeah, he did get the new one.
Oh, the new one. He didn't get the OG one.
He got the new OG one. The better battery life.
Okay.
But not the Switch Lite.
Okay. Because I'm thinking about, because I had to send my Switch off to get my joysticks repaired, and they just sent me an email yesterday saying they're on their way back. So I've been out with Switch for almost 3 weeks.
That sucks. You've been Switchless.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about trading it in for the one with the better battery.
Doing the $75 GameStop deal?
Kinda. I have a friend that knows somebody who knows somebody that can give it to me for free.
Oh, you're talking about doing some shady stuff. You're talking about that shady stuff.
No, just a friend discount.
No, I hear you. Shady stuff. I would do it if it was free and I could keep, as long as they let me have both, so I could do my data transfer.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they let me do that, I would probably be into free for $75. And as much as I play my Switch, I'm probably fine to leave it the way it is.
I just look at it as, it's almost 2 years old. And then if I can get a brand new one and get a warranty on it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And then with the joystick already being sent in to get repaired, I'd rather just, if I can get it for free, go for it.
I sent my Joy-Con in back when I purchased mine.
There you go. Now you're yawning, not me.
I know. I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning.
Oh, just to let you know, Torn is a mobile game also. It's a massively multiplayer text-based RPG, and if you want it, it's free on the Android and Apple Store.
I think that's probably different then.
No, it's based off of this game. So this is the first one that they released.
That's weird because this game doesn't seem like a game that could have a massively multiplayer.
No, the game you played is based off of this one.
Oh. So this is probably like one location in that because you're just in a mansion. You don't go anywhere else.
Okay.
But you do start walking down like a long path to the mansion, so it could be a part of a bigger set. But I still don't suggest that game unless something changes in the near future. But I do suggest Fisherman's Tale, especially if you can keep pick it up on the cheap. I really want to play Vacation Simulator. I didn't buy that one, but that might be one I buy for this project. But I'm gonna be VRing it up this week.
When you're on vacation, do you sleep in or do you wake up normal time?
I usually wake up normal time.
You're not one of those ones that goes on vacation and sleeps?
No, I'll probably wake up. By the end of vacation, I may be sleeping like an hour later, but I'll never get crazy. But I'll wake up, do a little breakfast. I usually will watch some YouTube videos, kind of relax, and then I'll get into something. But I usually wake up about, 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And I would suspect on vacation, maybe in a perfect world, I'll sleep till 8:30.
Yeah, I don't like when I'm on vacation. I'd rather be up and not have to sleep. Just enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah, I just I just plan to really relax this week and kind of take it easy. So I'm very pumped. I'll probably be playing in incognito mode. I'll probably be non-visible just so I can kind of jump in the VR and do my thing in there. But at night I'll still be on playing like normal. But I'm probably going to work through these. Anyone that doesn't trust me can check the trophies. Yeah.
And your trophies are not hitting, right?
No, they're all visible.
Yeah, I've seen a few of my friends that hide their trophies.
They're called liars. That's who hides trophies. The people that tell you they beat something, you look through their trophies and you're like, no, you didn't. I've got a couple of those friends. They don't hide them, though. They just lie. And then you check and you're like, you're a dirty liar.
Looks like you didn't even play that game.
Yeah.
Or you played 20 minutes of it.
Did you ever play a game and you're like, I hope I pop at least a trophy in this so that there is a claim that I actually played it?
No.
Oh, I've thought about that before.
No, I hate the one I'll start a game up and I'll play a couple minutes of it and I'm like, man, I hate this game. And turn it off and all of a sudden there's a trophy there. I'm like, fuck, I can't delete it. Just that one trophy.
I probably played an hour of Torn before I popped a trophy, and that's all I could think the whole time is I hope I at least earn a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
In case I rage quit this.
If you look at some of my games, I have so many games, it just has one trophy because I just don't want to play it.
Yeah, the one trophy doesn't bother me. I don't care to platinum everything I play. Like I said, I did want to platinum Fisherman's Tale, though. It did get me. The bug got me on that one because I'm like, what an easy platinum.
Yeah, if it's like that, I'll probably try to platinum that one.
Yeah, it is, but it's digital, so.
Yeah, I might get it. Or I might show it for free one day.
There's at least one more of the ones I plan on playing is physical. So I should have a couple of them that you can borrow and play through. But most of them will probably be digital just because I find that most VR stuff is digital. And
you're going to try Skyrim finally?
Yeah, I'm going to try it, but that's definitely not going to be one I invest much time in. I just want to get in there and play around, goof around.
You still need to try that one.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's kind of my week. I did play some more Rocket League, of course. The new Rocket Pass 4 is out. I actually don't hate the car, the Mudcat. I like it all right. And still chipping my way through Farm Together. I think I'm 3 trophies away on Farm Together from the Platinum now.
If you Platinum it, you think you're going to be done with it?
So if I can Platinum that game, yes, I will be done with it. I don't think I can Platinum it, so... one of the updates, this is my understanding from reading a little interweb, is that one of the trophies was to unlock all the expansions. In the past, you had to be a level like 50-something and then have so many diamonds to do so. Well, through the Big Farm update, they doubled the size of the map, and now you have to apparently be a level 150 and also have a ton of diamonds, and I'm not even a level 50 yet. So if that turns out to be true and that the original 21 tiles they no longer count as having all the expansions, I probably won't ever platinum that game because I'd have to play it. I would say that I would have to play that game 4 times longer than I've already played it to get to the right level.
Jesus.
And it's easily my second most played game of the year. So I just can't. I hate that that's happened. I hate that they've done that with the trophy. Maybe that's not the case, but that's what I'm reading, that you can no longer get it without getting all the expansions, and that's stupid, so I'm probably out. There's a lot of people online that say, hey, just get in the community, get on the forum. Whenever somebody's close to doing it, they message, everybody jumps in, and everybody can get the trophy through somebody else when they buy the last expansion if you're in there.
Oh, nice.
But that's probably also too much work for me, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep chipping away, get these other ones, and once I have all of the other ones, if it doesn't feel like it's in reach, I'm probably going to hang up the Farm Together for good. Take it out behind the barn, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Put it down.
Trade it in.
Yeah, because it's ran its course. I really like it. I enjoy it, but if I can't platinum it, this was all for nothing because I don't have any friends farming together with me.
Yep. Sorry.
Yep. So that's it for me. Played a lot, plan to play a lot, but nothing really, really crazy.
Me, all I've played this week because of work-wise, because I've been going to bed earlier and working my normal shift. I've only played Fallout 76.
You don't
maybe get about.
Go ahead.
I say I've only been maybe to get maybe 2.5 hours in a day.
You don't normally work that stupid shift.
No.
So people know he's not decided to be a psychopath and always work that way. It's just for a brief time.
Yeah, we have a project at work and I have to go in earlier, so I have to go to bed like at 8 o'clock at night to wake up at 1 to go to work.
So chipping your way through 76, you said you're level 30 something now.
Yeah.
And you're playing that game pretty much by yourself.
Pretty much. If you guys don't join me, there's another guy that sometimes jumps in early, if I get home early enough, but I'll maybe get to play with him about an hour before he has to get off to go to work himself. You
should also invite friend of the show, Thomas. He's been jonesing to play some.
Come on, Thomas. Yeah, I see him on all the time.
Yeah, I got
playing other games.
Yeah, but he wants to play Fallout. I got bit by that VR bug, so we've been in there every night and haven't jumped back over to 76, but he jumped in the chat one night and said, "Hey, if you guys ever want to play, hit me up." So,
all right, I'll definitely let him know.
Yeah, if you see him on, hit him up. Play some 76 with him.
Yeah, he did ask me to play Call of Duty with him once, but I was already right in the middle of Fallout 76.
I'll just tell anyone listening: if you ask me to play Call of Duty with you, it's a hard no. Don't be offended. It's not you. It's a hard no on Call of Duty for me. Yeah,
if I'm playing something I can't stop right then, I'm not going to jump out and play.
It is sort of one of those. It is a weird thing. Like for me at least, if I commit my mind to playing something, I don't like to just switch games.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm getting on, like so tonight, I feel like I'm pretty much going to play Firewall or Rocket League. Like mentally, that's where I'm at right now. So if I jump on and end up playing everybody's golf, I'll feel weird about that all night because that's not what I thought I was going to be doing. I like to kind of prepare for my gaming sesh.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's for my hot sesh, so it's kind of what I've been playing. I should have a pretty girthy update next week for everybody. I might even have to break out pen and paper to remember what I've done in VR.
Right.
There was a moment where I was talking earlier that I already forgot the name of Fisherman's Tale, and I had to bring some fluff in until I could remember the name of it. and I'm one game deep, and I already forgot. So I'll probably put pen to paper. But Torn should be game number 2. You can look at the timestamp of when I get the complete trophy for it, and then I'll move on to. My goal is to beat game number 2 today and move on to game 3, but probably not complete it.
Yeah.
That's the Sunday goal.
My goal actually was to try to platinum a whole bunch of games this year, but it just stopped a couple months ago.
Did it stop because you didn't have that same goal anymore, or did it just...
Other games came out, or I started playing, that would take longer.
Yeah.
Or I jumped in, I started Mafia 3 and didn't realize how long that game would take. And it kind of put me behind.
Are you interested in getting back on that path or platinum some of those longer ones, or are you just kind of checked out from it now?
I want to get back into it and try to finish some of these other games, but I'm about 4 games I've started and haven't finished yet, and it's driving me crazy that I haven't finished those games yet.
It's a good thing that doesn't drive me crazy, because I'd be in bad shape.
Because there's an Assassin's Creed. I started, I'm about halfway through it, Mafia 3. Now I'm Fallout 76, and there's one other game that I have to finish.
I probably finish 20% of the games that I start.
Yeah, if I get at least an hour into it, I'm probably going to try to finish the game off.
Is that a value thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's a free game, if I start it up and get a little bit into it, I go for it. There's so many games I played I did not like. I just played it just to beat it. Or just to get trophies.
See, that's weird. Like, why do you force yourself to play something you're not enjoying?
I don't know. Just the game. Just so I can say I played it, beat it, conversation comes up, and then I can give them a real answer why I didn't like it. So I did beat the game, I did platinum, but I didn't like it because of these reasons.
I know. It's just
one of those you turn on a game for 5 minutes, you're like, well, I didn't like this shit. Well, why didn't you even play it? Well, this I can say, yeah, I actually platinum it, but I still hated the game.
So I think that's fair. I think turning the game off like 5 or 10 minutes. Like I said, I hated Torn an hour in, and I don't hate it now. So I do think there are games that you have to invest a little time in to kind of see. But man, the platinum for a game, that's a bit much. Well,
when you're so close, like I played Journey, I did not like Journey at all. Played it, beat all the way through, and I saw it was like 60-some%, into it. Like, man, I could probably get the platinum on this, and went back several times, beat that game like 3 times just to get the platinum trophy.
What's the number for you? What percentage is it where you're like, I'm close enough that this has to happen?
60.
So anything above 60.
Yeah.
I'd be a mess if I did that too, because I got all kinds of shit that's above 60 that I don't have a desire to go platinum. 60,
and then I'll look through and see if the platinums are attainable. If it's not attainable, then I'm done. Has there been cases where one trophy you're like, nope? Yeah.
Like not dealing with it because of that one trophy?
Yeah. There's so many games that it's like played on a super extremely hard level. Can't do it. Remember I was playing that 3-on-3 basketball?
Yep.
I'm down to 1 trophy left, and there's no way I'm going to get that one.
I hate
without binging it. I'd probably have to play that game for 2 years every single night for every hour.
That's where Farm Together's at with me. I think that's what Farm Together will take for me to get the platinum, and I don't even think that I will love it when I get it. If I did that, I would just be pissed. Yeah,
and this trophy, and the 3-on-3 one, is one I might not even get, because you have to get MVPs. You have to have 300 most valuable players in the games, and I think I'm sitting at like about 110, and I've probably played about 900 games.
Golly. Yeah.
So I'm like, man, to get 300, I probably won't even, because the players are so good now on that game. You're not going to get any newbies on there. They ball hog it, and so I gave up on it.
Are you still playing it at all?
No, I deleted it. It's still.
Oh, you took it behind the barn.
Yeah, after I got the last few trophies I know I could get just by grinding a little bit, I was like, that's it.
I love a good grind. To circle back to what you said, I fucking hate difficulty trophies.
Yeah.
They should not exist in any game. If you're a developer listening to this show, you should never put difficulty trophies in, because it inspires people to play on a harder difficulty than they should. And then they get online and tell all their buddies that your game sucks because it's too hard.
Or multiplayer trophies on a single player game.
Yeah, I don't love that either. Especially if you come to it late and the servers have already shut down, you don't even have the opportunity to earn those trophies.
Yep.
Or achievements. So, yeah, just make a good achievement list where you know when someone completes it, they've had to put a decent amount of time into it and maybe go back to a few sections. That's where it feels good to me. Where it's like
Easter eggs.
Yeah, you can't beat it. You probably didn't platinum it in one playthrough, but you're at that 60-70% mark, and then just let you jump in different chapters to kind of find some of the hidden stuff or do some of the hidden stuff, and then call it a day.
Yeah, I like the Easter egg trophies, the funny ones. So hey, go over here and go down this hall, and oh wait a minute, there's collect this picture from this one place, and you'll go down. It'll be a brand new area you've never even seen before, because in a normal playthrough you won't even go there.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. I think, Fisherman's Tale's got some kind of quirky ones where you actually don't do what you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's asking you to do something. If you keep doing the wrong thing, that can earn you a trophy. I think those are kind of neat sometimes. I got it just through being dumb. So that was nice, because I was, to be honest with you, I was just kind of goofing off. There are these little orb collectibles you have to get, and I went back in there to get one of those orbs, and I couldn't find it, so I got frustrated, and was basically just throwing everything in the little cabin, and it popped a trophy, and I was like, huh.
I tell you who did a lot of their side trophies really good was GTA 5.
Yeah, I can't believe you played that game twice, though.
That there's so many storyline trophies, like side missions that had more story to the characters, for you to understand why they feel the way they are and who they are. So fun.
Yeah, I like a good trophy list, but there's not a percentage where I feel like it's worth chasing if I am done with that game. If I am finished and I don't want to play it anymore, I will let one go at 90% if I'm done. Yeah.
What was the game I bought? Was it Moss? No, was it Astrobot? I bought Astrobot from you. And it got to a point there's no way I'm going to platinum that game.
There was a point really early in Astrobot when I looked at the trophy list, and I was like, nope.
How soon do you look at the trophy list? I'm sure we talked about it before, but
so when I get a game and I play through it, whatever the first playthrough is, 2 hours, 3 hours, at the end of the first playthrough, as long as I've popped at least one trophy, I will look at the list. As long as I popped at least one trophy. after the first playthrough. Once I'm finished, like once I
Okay.
close the application, I'll go into the trophy list. I don't pull up any of them. I don't click on any of them. I don't pull up any of the hidden trophies. I just scroll through the list and kind of glance at them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really don't get heavily invested into it until after I complete the game. So I'll glance after it after the first playthrough as long as I've earned a trophy. And then I revisit it once I've completed the game. And then I kind of look at see what's there. But I try not to let it influence my playthrough. So I don't really get into them until after.
Yeah, same here. I'll play through it once and then try to pick it up and see what happens. But then I'll look at the trophies. If something happens, all of a sudden it says I popped one. I'm like, what did I do to pop this trophy?
Yeah, sometimes, but I try to look at the name of it and try to figure out what I did. But I really try to leave them alone once that first look happens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you did platinum Moss, though, which I thought was impressive, because you have to beat that whole last scene without dying.
Yeah.
Or is it the whole game?
No, the whole game, one level at a time.
Yeah, that's insane. Does it let you know when you beat it without dying?
Yeah.
Like, is there an indicator mark or something on the chapter select?
You talking about each chapter?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You just basically have to know you went through it without dying.
I don't think I went through any part of that game without dying, but it would be interesting if they put a little marker on there so you knew. I like that game, but I will never platinum it.
Yeah, there was 2 sections that were just super hard for me to play that level without dying.
That end where he chases you?
Yeah.
Nah.
That's all about timing.
Which I don't have. I don't have rhythm. I don't have timing. I'll just die there. So that probably will never be a platinum for me, but I loved Moss. I did fire up Moss because there's supposed to be some new area or new level or something, my understanding. Either I'm dumb and it's not actually out yet, or I just couldn't find it. So
I don't know if they added a trophy thing for it.
I didn't even check that, to be honest with you. So I thought it was just a new area, but I couldn't find it. So maybe you have to have, I don't know, who knows? Maybe you have to have a platinum to see it. Maybe you have to have 100% of the dust. I don't have all the dust either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who knows what the deal is, but either way, make good trophies, people.
Yes.
Make good achievements. Let's dive into the news. I think we've killed enough time
to
make this news reasonable. Now, my iPad's at 8%. Do you think that'll last the whole show?
Probably not.
It's gonna be tight.
Speed rush it.
Let's start with the new releases for September, because when you hear this, it'll officially be September. It's actually officially September today.
Yes, it is.
September 1.
First day of fall.
So I'm going to read through these. At the end, we'll talk about anything that we care about, though I assume there won't be much to talk about. Starting with Catherine Full Body for the PS4, Xbox One. That is the remaster to Catherine from the PS3 days. It came out, or is coming out September 3rd. Then we have a game called Warsaw for the PS4, Switch, and PC, September 4th. Never heard of that. We have River City Girls, which is kind of the follow-up to River City Ransom, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on the 5th. Creature in the Well, which I've heard a lot of good things about, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on September 6th.
That one looks pretty good.
Creature in the Well?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are high on that game. I may have to check it out. Monster Hunter World Iceborne, which is the DLC for Monster Hunter World, PS4, Xbox One, PC, September 6th. NBA 2K20 for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on the 6th. eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 for the PS4, Xbox One, PC on September 10th. Probably the biggest release of the month, Gears 5 on Xbox One and PC, September 10th as well. Greedfall for PS4, Xbox One, and PC also on the 10th.
No, that one looks really, really good. Like, visually looks good.
Greedfall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I should probably back up, because Gears is probably not the biggest release. It's probably Borderlands 3 on PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, PC, September 13th. It obviously will not be on Stadia on the 13th, but that's what this list says. So I would say that and Gears will dominate the month. Daemon Ex Machina for Switch, September 13th. NASCAR Heat 4 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC on the 13th. NHL 20th for PS4, Xbox One on the 13th as well. AI, what is this? The Summonum Files? Summonum Files, PS4, Switch and PC on the 17th. Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch remastered on the PS4, Switch, and PC on the 20th. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, that'll be a huge title too, for the Switch on the 20th. Contra Rogue Corps for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on the 24th.
That looks fun.
The Surge 2, that seems like they're whipping this one out quickly. PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on the 24th. Mario Kart Tour for iOS and Android, which we're going to talk about a little later, for the 25th of September. Code Vein for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC on the 27th. Dragon Quest 11S, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
For the Switch, September 27th. And finally, rounding out the month, FIFA 20 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on the 27th. A lot of games.
Yeah.
Anything there you care about?
No.
Okay. Obviously, I think Gears will be big. I think Borderlands will be big. Link's Awakening will be big. I am jazzed up to play Mario Kart Tour on my phone.
I'll give it a swirl.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably not going to play anything on this list.
No.
There may be a point where I play Zelda.
Yeah, Zelda and maybe Borderlands 3, maybe.
Probably won't ever play that. I would like to play NASCAR Heat 4, but I probably won't buy it.
Weren't you really into NASCAR a long time ago? NASCAR games?
So I do like the NASCAR games. Howard Marshall 205, for the people who don't know, he actually bought NASCAR Heat 3, and then a buddy of his won a copy and doesn't play video games, so Howard actually gave me NASCAR Heat 3, and we did play a bit of it. I like the NASCAR games.
I played one I really, really enjoyed on PlayStation 3 at one time.
I like actual NASCAR, too. I like to see cars go fast.
Yeah, and I actually I did the realistic version, so you basically have to really be good at driving.
I would love to one day have like an actual like cockpit, like TVs mounted with like the steering wheel. Oh wow!
And the movable thing where you can feel it moving.
Yeah, well that might be. I'll never be able to afford that, but at least like a racing seat with a wheel. But I want VR to get a little bit better because I think that's the way to do it. No screens, just put the VR headset on.
What was that? What was the racing game in the arcades that everyone used to play? There's a bunch of them.
Like Daytona?
Yeah, Daytona.
Those games were good. You ever play it now, though? You're like, this game looks like crap.
Yeah, because we're so used to better looking graphics.
Yeah, I think they have a new version of Daytona. I think they updated it.
Yeah, but I'm not excited for any really game on here. This month.
Let's jump into PlayStation Plus games, because I assume you will be playing some of these.
The free games.
PlayStation Plus for September 2019, the PlayStation Plus games have been announced, and they are Batman Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3. Those will be available from 9/3 to 9/30, so the whole month of September you'll be able to get Batman Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3. Darksiders 3 is new.
Mm-hmm.
That game has not been out very long. That's a THQ Nordic joint, and follow-up to, obviously, Darksiders 2. And these are two full-size games they're giving away. I will say that I don't really care about either one of them.
Nope. I have Arkham Knight still sealed up on my shelf.
Yeah. Now, what about Darksiders 3?
Nope.
Won't even consider it.
Nope. I guess you're not listening to our ideas of having VR.
I guess not, because they desperately... So right now is a free weekend for Firewall. They desperately need to give that game away.
You start tweeting it out.
It's got a good community, but they need to give it away. Let people have that game so that the community can thrive.
And sell the battle passes.
Yep. Give it away, sell the battle passes. I agree. That's the way that should happen. It's been out long enough now that the people who bought it aren't going to be upset. But you need to let people have that game. And I would dare say that if you let people have that game, those people that would then go buy the bundle that comes with the game and the gun just to get the gun.
Yeah, because I still need to get the gun.
So I would dare say that by giving that game away, you would sell more copies of it. As crazy as that sounds. Xbox One, September 2019, free games with gold were also announced. Remember, the dates are a little more silly on these, but Hitman, the complete first season, September 1st through the 30th for Xbox One. And then September 15th through October 15th, you'll get We Were Here for Xbox One. The 360 backwards compatible games are Earth Defense Force 2025 from the 1st to the 15th, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2 from the 16th through the 30th. So those are your free games for Games with Gold.
If it was me, I'd be excited for Hitman.
Yeah, I wish I didn't suck at those games.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard such good things about those games, and I watch people play them, and it seems like such a blast, and then I play it, and there's a huge disconnect.
Yeah, well, you like to run and gun, not sneak.
I don't know if I like to run and gun, or if that's just what the world has decided that I'll be able to do. I don't have the ability to properly to sneak.
We did pretty good when we used to play Last of Us.
Yeah, did we do pretty good, or did I go kill one person and then die, and then you guys killed everybody else?
No, we do pretty good because you'd usually be you and Matt would be one of the few that live, or Dan would be all the way by himself while all three of us are getting killed.
Dan was always the last one alive, and he was also always on the other side of the map in a corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Always, every time. I do have very much a run and gun style. We were playing Firewall this week, me and Howard, and a couple times I'm like, hey, we got contact over here through the room, let's go. I walk out, get shot, and he's nowhere around, and it really pissed me off. Because I'm like, what are you doing? I let you know that we've got contact. You're supposed to be my point guy. Like, you're supposed to be with me because we're in party chat and the other guys can't hear us. And he's nowhere. Because he's off fucking with a door or picking up 50 crypto or whatever. He's like a little kid in that game. You gotta keep him in front of you, because if he's behind you, he'll wander off. And then you get shot. Yeah. I found him to be very disrespectful when we were playing that game, because he let me die over and over and over. But part of it's my run and gun style. I can't sit and wait.
Mm-hmm.
I get antsy. I want to go shoot something or die.
Right.
So, the next story, the follow-up to Man of Medan, has been revealed. Dark Pictures Anthology came out Friday, and Supermassive is already teasing the next part of the horror anthology series. A short trailer at the end of Man of Medan reveals a 2020 release date for the Dark Pictures Little Hope, which is a slasher thrasher joint is what they're calling it. Little Hope seems to be the name of a quaint town where some strange going-ons are occurring. It looks like you'll be trying to keep another group of young adults alive. So, I like the idea of what they're doing here with these anthologies. They're standalone stories. This one was $30 that I just picked up.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they keep this price point, and I hope they keep them coming out fairly regular. I think these are going to be neat. I hope they don't get watered down. I don't want them to become Telltale.
Yeah.
I want them to put love in it, fix what they need to fix. I'm a little concerned that people said that this new one isn't the best multi or single player experience that you'll have, because Until Dawn was great, and it was great by yourself. So this one's kind of built to have interaction from other people, and I don't know how that'll work out.
Yeah, and it looks great, but I'm just not into a lot of horror games.
Yeah, I don't like to be scared either, but I loved Until Dawn so much that I felt like I wanted to at least give this a go. But I will say, I would have felt much better if Dan and myself could have played together, because I'll be a little bit of a scaredy cat by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's maybe not ideal. Shovel Knight Dig has been announced. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, the full Shovel Knight package, including all of its planned expansions, is almost complete. But Yacht Club has now announced the character's next game, which is Shovel Knight Dig, a vertical scrolling action game being made with a partnership with UK studio Nitromi? Nitromi? It's got an R in there I left out. The brief trailer showed more of a 16-bit inspired style as compared to the original game's 8-bit incarnation. The action also appeared largely vertical as Shovel Knight digs his way through the earth, similar to SteamWorld Dig games. The official site also states that the stages will be procedurally generated. So, the follow-up to Shovel Knight looks to be like similar but a little bit different. I don't know if this is the path I would have went. I think SteamWorld Dig is pretty cool, but I think it also already exists. So hopefully as people see more about that game, they will get a better picture for what it actually is. I did love Shovel Knight a lot. It's one of the first things that I streamed out on this channel. I'm a big fan of Shovel Knight. The last story was just all about Mario Kart Tour finally getting a release date. And the courses are based on real-world locations, and those were also shown off. September 25th is the date. And I'm really jazzed up about this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It does have a microtransaction system, so just so you know, that's a thing that's going to happen.
Yep.
Especially
with mobile games.
Yeah, there's a number of familiar courses from the previous Mario Kart games, including Choco Island 2 from the SNES, Dino Dino Jungle from Double Dash. So you can expect those. There's also 30 racers to choose from. The beta period features single player, so the people are out there playing it right now. The final release will be the first time I think multiplayer is happening. I'm excited. Free to play. I like a good free to play. I like Mario Kart. I think it'll be fun on the phone, especially if several of us have it.
Yeah, watch it. We'll probably end up playing at during lunch one day.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's not like we've never played PUBG Mobile during lunch.
Yep. Or Pokemon.
Yep. Or me playing Harry Potter.
You still playing Harry Potter?
Nope. It's still on here, but I haven't played it in a little while. I've been really playing Golf Blitz hard, though. Myself and Howard got on the same team on Golf Blitz, so you can kind of watch each other play now, and I can see his stats, and I'm all in on that game. I love Golf Blitz. Not enough to give them actual money, but I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've been playing Lego Tower recently on mobile.
Is it any good?
It's a game you could play for like 3 minutes and turn it off.
Yeah, that's what Golf Blitz is. You could play like a whole match in like 3 minutes. Really like it. That's it for the news. That's it. I told you, light week.
Light work.
Not much going on there. I even went further back than normal when I was trying to pull some stories. I had some stuff. I took some stuff off. I just didn't. It appears someone's trying to bring Telltale back. It appears the company's trying to buy them.
I hope so, because I never played those games during my platinum run. I started playing some of the games and actually enjoyed them.
Yeah. It looks like, minus some of the properties, they may be able to come back. It does look like they're going to attempt to keep the name. There's also a massive lawsuit against Telltale right now. I don't know how that would affect everything. They do kind of make the claim that they would like to bring some of the employees back, but I have seen some of the employees on Twitter being like, no thanks. So, who knows what that is, but I didn't pull it because there's just not enough to substantiate a lot of that right now. GameStop's stock is still shitting the bed.
It doesn't surprise me.
But the guy from The Big Short, that movie, the real guy that it's based on, says that now's the time to buy, that it's going to pivot, and I think he bought 3 million shares of GameStop.
Jesus.
So that's a story that's floating around. There's just a lot of stories where I'm like, I guess. Does anyone care? Do I care? Do you care? You know? So I skipped a lot of those. I just didn't feel like there was any real substance there, so didn't pull it. Let's head over to shout-outs. Remember, if you want to shout out, patreon.com/Gamestitch supports at the $10 tier or above, and you get a shout-out each and every week. And if you don't give us one, we'll give you one because it's yours. You earned it. And I'll start on a little more somber note. Thomas reached out to me yesterday. He lives very close to the area that was impacted by the shooting that took place yesterday in Midland and Odessa. So it's definitely jarring when something like that happens that close to you. So it's 10 miles basically from where his house is. So our thoughts are obviously with the people that were affected, but also the people that were close and have to worry about those kind of things and the fact that they could happen anywhere. So yeah, I know he was definitely a little bit jarred yesterday, and it's definitely when it's that close to somebody you know, it is very, very scary. So our thoughts are with him. He did jump on and assist me with some stuff that we're planning for the show in the future. So big thanks to him for taking the time to do that also. And then to my knowledge, I have not received an email from Zach. Let me check, though, make sure nothing's come in since the show has started.
All right, and big hugs to Thomas.
Yep. Make sure nothing's come in, and then we'll give him one. I don't want to give him one and have one sitting. Okay, so nothing there. Tractor Supply sent me an email, though.
Wow.
Shout out to Tractor Supply Company.
20% off your next purchase of $1,000.
Labor Day sale ends tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Save up to $10 on 25 to 35 pound dog food. Looks like there's a sale on bad boy mowers and garden hoses, as well as compressors. So
there we go.
Hurry in today on that. So Zach is going to. Let's see. What should Zach shout out this week?
Shout out to Ryan, who's going on vacation for 9 days.
Man, I'm excited about that damn vacation. It's been a long time since I've had a proper vacation with nothing to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm real excited. Full week off. There's a couple projects I want to tackle, but besides that, I'm just not doing anything. So I appreciate that, Zach. Thanks for the shout out. Thanks for the shout out. I suspect that Zach will be picking up Gears of War and or Borderlands. He's an Xbox guy, so I suspect that he'll be picking up that damn Gears. Gears looks pretty okay to me.
Yeah, the Gears games always look good.
That Gears Pop came out and people seem to like it.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about it. I think it's like a Clash Royale type deal. I haven't checked it out. I think it's free.
Yeah, it's free. It's always on the PlayStation. I mean, the Xbox store or Microsoft store. I log in because I have to log in there for work to do stuff, and it's always on their front screen.
Yeah, it looks like a Clash Royale. I just downloaded it right now. Oh, what the hell? Apple's like, just sign into your account. Well, that's not possible because I have no idea what my... Why has everything got to be complicated?
It's technology for you.
Yeah, it's like I want everything to be secure, but I also want everything to be logged in all the time.
So I think I'm going to keep Stadia.
Oh, are you going to?
Yeah, because of the package, the early release.
The Founders Pack.
Founders Pack, yep. Might not play it, might just try to sell it. Depends on how I might hold it for like a week or two.
I'm going to play my shit.
We'll see. I might get it and just say fuck it and open it up. Go for it.
Yeah, what are you scared about?
Then I'm not going to play it.
Oh, I get that. Gears Pop's already installed. That was quick.
Nice.
So maybe I'll play with that in some downtime.
Yep, and Golf Blitz is installed for me too.
Dude, you gotta get on that. That game's so good.
Yeah, you showed me that one time I went to lunch. I just didn't download it. I forgot.
Oh, let me tell you the team we're in. Anybody else listening? Golf Blitz, BLITZ, and let me tell you guys the club that we're in because I want you guys to join this club. Let me pull it up here. We didn't start the club, but we've taken it over. Howard and myself are number 1 and 2. And we kind of switch back and forth to who's leading. He's been leading for a little bit now, though. It's Yeehaw, Yeehaw. Yeehaw. You can't search by person, so you'll have to search by team. So Yeehaw, that's 2 words. You should see Dirt Dauber 205 and MyTech, as well as Gucci and Trav. So it's not a very active team, but it's the one that we're on. And so people should jump in and get on the team so we can get a few more people playing on this team, move this team up the rankings a little bit, take this team over. So, yep. Play Golf Blitz, everybody.
Yep, I'm doing that now. I'll be added to you soon.
Yeah, I went ahead and started my unlock because I had some stuff going on here, some packs unlocking. I've never spent any money on that game, so you don't have to spend money. Don't feel obligated to spend money. Oh, okay. That's it. That's all the shout outs. That's all the news. That's all the goings on, all the happenings. That's really all I had. Anything that you want to talk about? It's been a few weeks since you've been properly on.
No, I'm good. Just work, playing games, free games.
Work.
Besides Fallout.
Work. Some people might say.
Yep.
Like Riri.
We'll pass on that one.
You don't like Riri?
Nope.
I think
not a fan of music.
I don't really listen to much music, but I think she's all right. I don't know her personally, though. So maybe she's not. I don't know. She could slide up in my DMs and let me know, though. If someone had slid in my DMs, I wouldn't know because I never check any social media. But if you wanted to find us, I am at Podcast Ryan on Twitter. You are at Hoffin Show, and Dan is at Shirtless Dan. Together, we're at Game_Stitch. So you can find us on there. Remember, you can listen to this show pretty much anywhere. So we're on iTunes, we're on Google Play Music, or whatever that thing's called. We're on TuneIn Radio, we're on Spreaker, we're on SoundCloud. I think we're still on SoundCloud. You can listen to them on YouTube. And another cool way to listen to them is Dash Radio. So head over to the multiplayer channel on Dash Radio and listen there. If you're listening on Dash right now, hello, how are you? Glad to have you. But that's a fun place to listen to us too. So that's it. That's all we got.
Yay.
Parting, you have closing thoughts?
No, just play games.
Play games. That'd be a good shirt. Just was play games, no context.
Yep, fuck it, play games.
Whoa. I don't think you should put fuck it on a shirt. It makes it hard to sell.
Oh, no, yeah.
You only sell to the people then who are like, I don't care about anything. I'll wear a shirt that says fuck it. That's who you appeal to at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I see kids wearing shirts that say like eat, sleep, play games.
Yeah.
And I love that idea, but as an adult, that feels like you shouldn't wear that shirt because people are going to think that you don't handle responsibility. Because mine would be like, eat, like, well, sleep, eat, like, go to work, come home, take care of responsibilities, pay bills, play games. And that's not as good of a shirt.
No.
So it's a little too long. A little too long in the tooth. Oh, that's going to do it for us. This is episode 346. We've been doing this for like 6 years now.
Yay. Birthday coming up soon.
Yeah, working on a B-Day. Sweet, sweet B-Day. So be sure to show us some love in the reviews of however you listen to the show. That'll help the algorithm so more people find us. Tell your friends about us. Tell your local contractor about us. We'll switch it up. I like to pick somebody different for people to tell us about. Let a contractor know about us when he's fixing your home or your building or whatever. Just any contractor will do. They don't even have to be like a general contractor. They could just be any kind of contractor. We have contractors at work. Just tell them about us.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Good night.
Good night.